Hi everyone. How is my sound today? Bonjour Hélène. Hi Randy. Hi Bonnie. Who else? Hi Mary. Hi Carol. Hello Marsha. Great. I'm just looking if I missed anyone. So, how everybody's been? Hope you got the nice Thanksgiving last week. So, today we're going to look into climbing out of rows. I'm going to show you something I've been working on. It's not all done. Well, actually, the piece is finished, but it's not written down. It's going to be a special project for in 2 weeks for the last class of the year, but we will start learning it today. Okay. Um, I know some of you did the split chain pattern sample that we did last time. This little one. I'm going to show it in the down shot later on. Uh, today, my brain's not there. I'm sorry. Um, brain's working against me today. So this is going to be a fun one. Um, just yeah. So let's go in the down shot so I can show you. Well, hi Yvonne. Actually, when you live with a husband and a kid, germs, cold, flu. Yeah, I've been in the past 2 weeks dealing with them being sick, and I caught their cold. So I'm fighting that a bit. So hopefully it won't be too bad today. I stopped kind of coughing yesterday. Today I'm not coughing as much. So hopefully I'm out of it. Please don't get sick during the holidays. That that's not fun. So let's go in the down shot so I can show you what we're going to be working on and show you at the same time my special project that I started after last class. Uh, my brain went to designer mode. So I kind of started creating some piece for you to share. So I'll go down. Yeah, my Christmas tree. That Christmas tree has nothing in it. It's sad. That only has light right now. I kind of put all of my tatted pieces my main Christmas tree. So yeah, I kind of need to create stuff to put in this one. So, but yeah, I like it. So let's go down in the down shot so I can show you what we're going to work on. Hopefully, the color won't be too bad. It's not as bad for me, but on camera, what I found is that the color is not so great. So I'm going to change the color for the next session. Okay, so let's go down. I this these little pieces are pattern that I do for my live student, the in-person student. And based on this one, I created this one. Sure, it's red. Hopefully, you can see it. Can you? Let me try to find a color that might work better. Is it better? Can you all see this? So I know it's red. It might be hard for you. Okay. But today we're going to look at this little ring inside and the first row. Okay. These are written kind of not neatly, but they are written. And the last row, we're going to see it in the next session because we're going to learn how to do a Josephine chain and split Josephine chain because all of these here, this one, these little parts are all Josephine. It might be hard to see. Sorry about that. Might be the color, but we're going to work on that. And if I have time, I might add how to embellish this pattern with beads in a simple way that all of you can do. You don't need special tool. You don't need the tiny crochet. Just beads, thread, and a needle, a beaded needle. Okay. So this is what we're going to see. Oh, by the way, I'm going to need a name for this one. I'm not good at naming patterns. You're going to see. So I'm going to share with you what you need to know and explain how I wrote the pattern so you can follow on with it. Okay. This is the base of this pattern. Let me share this with you. It's going to pop up in your screen. Here we go. Red Galaxy. I like that. I like Red Galaxy Snowflake. Yeah, I like it. So there's the pattern. Let me go there. Okay. As you can see, I started to show you diagrams. Okay. All the diagrams so far, I didn't put any double stitch count. Okay. I just like this one. This is, we start here, number one, then number two, and we're going to go. Can you, yeah, you can see my mouse. Okay. So that's why I put the number on. But slowly, I'm going to add the double stitch count. So you learn how to read graphic and then how to put it in written like this. Okay. So in the first ring, that's here, we're going to do the ring. If you can see, there's two color inside the for the picot. That's for the mock picot. We're going to see the mock picot today. Why to do it? I don't do it, and explain my mindset behind it. Because needle tatting and mock picot are not very friendly. Okay. Then we got the split ring. The split ring. You already know how to do the split ring. Normal chain, normal ring, join. Everything's basic beside that. Okay. Until the 13th chain, the last chain, where we're going to do a split chain and we're going to stop here. Okay. The way I written the pattern is you got the double stitch for the first ring, the double stitch for the split ring, and the double stitch for the chain. Now the ring 4, I number them for this. Ring 4, 8, and 12. The double stitch are going to be this one, except the 12th one is supposed to be, I'm going, a join here. Um, I need to correct this. Chain 5, 7, all chain are the same except for the chain 13 that I written lower, and ring 6 and 10. Okay, so this is the pattern for today. I'm not going to go all over the pattern. I'm going to probably do 1, 2, 3. Number 13, the split chain. We saw that last session. So I'm pretty sure you can do it if you practice what we did. Let me let you remember. Just remember this one. So the last chain of the snowflake is this part. Okay. So you already know what to do. Okay. Did everybody got a chance to take note of the pattern for today? Please give me thumbs up. While I wait, please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like. For those who doesn't know me, my name is Katya and I'm a French Canadian. I teach in live session needle tatting. So let me know. I'm going to put my glasses on while you do that. Hi Monica. Hi Marilu. We're going to do let me take this down for a second. Actually, we're going to do the middle part of the snow of this one. Okay, we're going to do just the middle part. Okay, are you all ready to? No, I didn't send the pattern, Mary. The pattern is right on your screen right now. The full pattern is going to be shared in 2 weeks in the last session of this year. Okay. Sorry about that. Perfect. Now, for sharing the pattern, I need to work some stuff up so everybody can have access to the pattern. So, are you ready? So, I know you like the blue thread. Let me close this one because I know you like the blue thread, right? And the pink one. Okay. For this session, I'm going to show you with 2 color, but please do it with 1 color. Okay. This is only going to help you how to see things. So my main color is going to be blue, and my pink color is going to my second color or my cork thread, the one's going to be inside of my the needle of my eye, is going to be pink. Okay, I will not add this before we go on the second row. Well, second out of the small ring. Okay. Uh, you can see there's different size of picot. Please take notes. My thread's not liking me. I'm going to fight with thread today. I don't like it. Give me a few seconds. I'm going to get another needle. I'm back. Okay, so hopefully it's going to work better. Yeah, here we go. So basically, we're going to do a normal ring exactly the same way as we do. I'm not going to take a lot of thread for me, but when we're going to do the galaxy snowflake, uh, we're going to be using about 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet of thread, depending on the size of your thread the thread you're working on. Okay, so let's start by doing 3 double stitch. All of this you kind of already know. I'm doing a normal ring for needle. Okay, I'm going to use now. Some of you know I usually work with the length of double stitch. Okay, so I use about two. I know it's transparent. This the length of 2 double stitch. Those are for my joining picot or my small picot in this pattern. So let's do another 3 double stitch, another picot, and 3 double stitch. Okay, I got 2 double stitch. Let me try to zoom in because I think I'm far. Am I not? Yeah. Don't get sick. I think this looks better, isn't it? Okay. So we got 2 double stitch, 2 picots, not 2 double stitch, but 2 picots. But we need to climb out from one row to the other. Let me grab this one again. Let me see if this works better. Yeah. Okay. So we're doing the small ring here. We did the 2 picot. We need to climb out from this ring to the split ring to the other ring. That's going to be a split ring. Okay. So I'm going to do close my ring. I usually close the loop before closing the ring to make sure that the loop it's all tucked almost tucked inside of the ring, and then I close the ring. Okay. We're going to need to turn the word. So flipping like a page, make our shoelace straight. That's one. Now for the mock picot. Let me grab the pink thread that I forgot to cut. There we go. I'm going to thread my needle in pink so you can follow better. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? The reason why I said don't do two color because all of the knots, because I'm going to be doing a knot just to have my needle there. Give me a few seconds. Fingers not working with me today. There we go. So when we make a mock picot, okay, usually we do our lock stitch or the knot that we do. Sorry about that. That we do that doesn't flip like this. Okay. Can you all see this? I didn't flip the knot. Just okay. When you're going to start working, you need to pinch and tighten this stitch a lot. Okay. Now, Mary, you asked. I was able to figure what you were saying, asking about why do I put my needle over when I do a knot or under. Here's why. Okay. When I do a backward, okay, I put my needle under. The reason why, let me make one double stitch, is that the core thread, it kind of prevents me of having a gap on the back side. So let me do the split ring. So that's three double stitch, and I'll show you when the other one. That's three. Let's do then that's six again. Those are small picots. And that's six. Okay. Now, split ring, we need to remember to remove the thread from the, okay. Not sure. I'm going to try to do focus, focus, focus. Let me do the first one. That's one. Okay. Let me see. Can you see at the bottom here what it looks like? Okay. That's the knot that we did. Actually, the lock stitch that we did at the bottom. So when we're going to pull the thread, it's not going to be moving inside or distorting your ring. So let's do three, a picot, and 6. Need to place my needle back in position. Rethread my needle. Cutting my tail. Here we go. Okay. And we're going to close our ring. There we go. Ring and needle inside of the loop. Close the sorry about that. Close the loop, and then close the ring. Okay. So this is how we do. We climb out. Sorry about that. Is there any question? Please ask question. Because this is basically how we climb out. It's as easy as that. I don't want to move on too much right now until if you have a question. Give me a few seconds. All right, I am back. Well, for this pattern, like I said, if you want to do the pattern and have enough thread for finishing the work, it's about 8 to 10 feet on the needle eye, not on the ball thread. Okay, whoops. My hand's going all over the place. Okay? So, like I said, we're trying to, we're doing the center part and of this. But let me show you something, okay? Call it a bonus tip because we do have a lot that a question how much thread do we need, right? We all want to know that. Um, so on the eye of the needle, okay, the cord thread, when you don't have any split ring, Okay, calculate the amount of double stitch you have. Let me go in the pattern again. Okay, let's do some other work. Um, I need this. I'm back with the pattern. Can you all see this? Okay. Can you see my little mouse? Let me roll this to this. Okay. Let me grab my keyboard. So, in the first ring, we got three double stitch. First off, uh, you need to have a sample of how many double stitch in 12-inch it works. Okay. So basically, you're going to let, like I said, my brain's not working with me today. We're going to do it another way. Just make sure to take notes. Okay. Let's go back here. I'm going to work with the pink thread because I don't want to cut the thread from my ball. Okay. What I usually do is create a sample. Okay. Basic sample, nothing much. It's basically a quantity of double stitch that you put on your needle to calculate the amount of thread you need. Okay. So I'm going to make a knot. You don't actually need to thread your needle for this. Okay. You just need to know your quantity. Okay. I'm going to measure. Let me try to have my ruler 12-inch. Okay. When I have the 12-inch, actually, my knot is not far enough because I need a small tail to hold the thread on my needle. Okay. Not sure if you can see. There's a small knot in here. Okay. Going to grab a pen, measure 12-inch. Okay. From the knot. When I say from the knot, is not, let me grab my ruler, my dirty ruler. Okay. I don't do the knot prior, but just when where the knot stop. Okay. And I'm going to measure 12-inch. Okay. Well, once that 12-inch is measured, I'm going to mark my thread with a marker, a ruler, or with something that can mark. As you can you see? Okay. Then I'm going to do 10 double stitch. Okay. Making sure the first double stitch lay right beside the knot I made. Okay. Okay. So let's make 10 double stitch. Yeah, this is sorry, this is French. 9, 10. Okay. So my last double stitch is here. And let me find, I marked, can you see where I marked here, right? Everybody got that? Then I'm going to take my ruler, put the base where my thread comes out of the double stitch, where at my ruler, and measure how much thread is left. Okay, so that's 5 and 1/4 about. Okay, so if I go and calculate the difference, let me grab some papers. I'm still old school. I like paper. There was so I did 10 double stitch. I need to write bigger. Let me grab this. So I did 10 double stitch. Okay. And took 12" minus 5.25 or a quarter. That would be me and my brain. I don't calculate a lot like that. I actually created the file for myself to calculate this on its own. So that's equal to 6.75". Not sure you're not seeing much, right? Let me see if this works better. Yeah. Okay. I took my 12" minus 5.25. That was equal at 6.75". Okay. So for to make 10 double stitch, it takes me almost 7" of thread. Remember, I work with size 3 thread. Okay. This going to change for you guys. Okay. So for every 10 double stitch, it takes me this amount of thread to work. Okay. When I calculate the core thread, the thread that's going to um, be inside of the needle or the threaded needle, I usually calculate about between three quarter uh, to an inch. Okay, for the core thread, so per element. Okay, meaning if I do a chain, it's about an inch. Sometimes a bit more, but it's about an inch. A ring differ between 3/4 and to an inch. So I like to summarize to calculate an inch of core thread per element. Is everybody still following me with this or not at all? It's going to differ from a person to another one because of our tension. Not everybody has the same tension. I have a tight tension. Okay. Some other people has a tension a bit more loose. Okay. And it's okay. It's fine. Time, with time, your tension is going to be more tightened, more stiffened. Okay. So you're going to need to redo your sample like this. Okay. And each type of thread that you're going to use, e- either Onclydia, Lisbeth, Anchor, Sibylla, uh, what else do I use? Sewing thread. Yes, I use sewing. I do needle that and that with sewing thread. Okay, 1 to 2 ply, depending on the the size I want my thread. But I need to redo that each time. Okay, this is kind of a general form, but with time you're going to work it. When I say I do, you've already seen this. Uh, I tat with sewing thread. This was done with embroidery sewing thread, 4 ply. We already saw this pattern before. Okay, so this was a little tip. Hopefully you took note. Is there any difficulty or question on this, or should I continue the motif, the center of the galaxy snowflake? Right? Let me know. I'll go back up. Remember, I've been showing a lot of small techniques and explain to you that there are things like I'm teaching you, not really explaining why, but just teaching you. And at some point, you already know what to do. You already have the manipulation of how to do it. It's just the knowledge of how to apply it so it can work. So you can manage your piece. So this this is basically the base of going from one row to another. Thank you, Carol. I do hope it does. It took me a long time to figure out how to calculate the thread because you're simple when you want to calculate the amount of thread you need. When you shuttle that and versus when you needle that is not the same because when you're going, I think I'm going next year. Would you like me to do class a session based on how I calculate and how I do my Excel sheet and explain to you how I prepare most of my pattern when I do them. And when I do, I talk about my pattern, not only the one I write, but those I buy, because many of pattern do not teach us or tell us how much of thread we need. Okay, it's going to be a technical class, though. Okay, it's not going to be. I'm going to tat a lot. I'm just going to explain, and because I need to prepare myself for to explain it to you, how I came about, and so on. But yeah, okay, let me grab the paper that you're not able to see. Um, calculating. Okay, so I wrote it down. There, I wrote it down. It's on my desk, and I'll I'll, um, I'll prepare something for that about that because I know it's something that most of us struggle with, especially with needle tatting. Oh, yeah, I'll be right there because it's mm, 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 mm. I'm looking at the version you have. Yeah. Okay. I'll go. Let me show the pattern again. Basically, the ring number 12. Okay, I'm going to say it. Thank you, Mary, to remind me. Um, ring number 12. It should be four double stitch, join, four double stitch, and join, not another picot because we need to join the last ring to the first ring. So that's the mistake I saw into it. So let me do this like this. I'm going to represent you the pattern with the correction. Okay. Thank you, Mary. I forgot. Okay. So I'll go back in the down shot because that's the only place I have with the file, the shared file, so you can see it. Here we go. So the correction is here, okay? Because it's the last ring, ring number 12, it needs to be joined to ring number 10 and ring number 2. Okay? Everybody got that? I need to ask this more often. Please do like the video, subscribe if you're not, ring the bell to get notification. If I know last session some of you didn't get the notification, YouTube uh kind of having a fit right now. And sometimes you're subscribed and sometimes you're not. So make sure you're subscribed. Look at the place you follow and you like to follow. And just make sure you're still subscribed. If not, resubscribe. That will help all of the creators. So everybody got the pattern back and the correction? It's nice to see you, Yvonne. It's been a while. And then also, there's some of you I miss seeing you. Oh, and Randy, your pie is delicious. Just saying. You're welcome, Mary. So, Mary, I started to answer your question. Okay. I did the reason why I put my needle in the back. Okay. This part is going to be easier for me. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Randy. 2 days after you sent me the recipe, I did. So to answer you, Mary, because I know I'm about to call Mary my eagle eye, because she's looking at everything I do, everything, the small movement and so on, and I love it. By the way, I love it. Let me grab my needle back and put my glasses on, because no glass, no threading needles. Believe me. There we go. So I'm going to put the pattern away so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be better. Okay, so I like to work front side, back side, because this is a personal, it's personal to me. Okay. The reason why is that there's a distinct side and everything lays flat. Okay. The picots, the double stitch, all of the picots go and slide down. But if you're on the back side, they're all kind of go in your face. Let me grab this one. Okay. This is, I'm going to try to, okay, like this. Can you see all of the picot are kind of laying towards the bamboo plate? Okay. This is my front side. When I turn it around, look, all of the picots wants to go in my face. Can you see? Can can you see wanted to go up? You see that? Might be difficult. But take a piece and you will see this. Okay. Maybe this one. Okay. See how it lies down? But when I turn it on the back side, they want to come towards me. Okay. That's why I work, and that's a personal choice. Front side, back side. Okay. So when I work back side, I'll do the chain, which is three double chain, 6 double stitch. Okay. If if I put my needle, because I'm on the back side, on the top, okay, and I do my half stitch. Not sure. Can you see? Let me grab my hook. Can you see the loop here? Look, the thread's kind of over, and that creates a gap. Okay, I'll show you. I'll close it and I'll undo it after. Okay. Oops. Careful when you're working. When you have a small ring, inner ring, it gets caught in everything. Okay. Can you see the kind of gap here? This. Okay. Right here. So if I do, I'm going to undo that double stitch so I can place the needle as I usually do. No, like that. Yes, you can undo your work as a shuttle tat, like shuttle tatter do, stitch by stitch. I only had two, that's why I did. Okay, so let's do needle in the back, second half. Can you see the the stitch almost disappear under the head here? If I turn it over, it's placed right tight at the bottom of the last stitch. Okay, so and the first half. I'm going to close it so you can see. Can you see? Both ends are kind of close together. Okay, that's why I place my needle like that. If you start, because that never happened to us, always. I just did one double stitch, but the pattern says that I need to make more, and I already passed the double stitch. I just need to place my needle again under, do the first half, and place it right over the first one. I did. That's one. So that's three. Let me finish the sequence. A picot with 6 double stitch. Okay. Now for the different size of picot, because we're taking three, I take about one that's the size, the length of 3 double stitch for the first one. That's one, and the other one is 4. Okay, that's one. Can drop this one, close the picot, close the second one because I need this one. Oops, wrong. That's one, two, three, five, and six. I'm going to take my small picot and make 3 double stitch. One, two, and three. Okay, let's close that chain. Careful not to have a thread that twists too much. Okay. We need to turn, make the shoelace trick. Anyone can answer me why we do this? Why we need to do the shoelace trick and needle tatting? Anyone has any idea why? Yes, it's to secure the chain or the ring. But for needle tatting, it has another purpose also. Okay. Since we're working off the ball like chain. We need to change the position of our thread. Okay. Basically, when we do a shoelace trick, for us, it's to change the thread's position. Okay. Let me undo the shoelace trick I just did. Okay. Can you all see my shoelace trick is done? The pink is here. Okay. The blue is here. I need to do a ring. How would I be able to do a ring and join to the middle ring and the other one in this position? Yeah. So it's basically changing the direction of our work. That's why we do a shoelace trick. When we rotate between ring and chain and sometimes other element, but right now ring and chain. Okay. When we do a clover or just a pattern with a ring, three ring in a row, we don't change the direction of the thread. That's why we do the lock stitch. Okay. So now, Mary, I'm in front, and all of you who are listening, I'm doing front. So I'll be doing over my needle over. Okay. Can you see I can place the stitch over my shoelace string, just slightly over. So it doesn't have, this is going to have a gap. Can you see? I have a gap. So because I have a gap, two things. My shoelace strip's not tight enough. Okay. So let's try this again. Okay. So I need to do four double stitch. This is a ring. Whoops. Yes, at first, this type of project is going to be stuck in between your thread. This is normal. It takes practice and time to remember to put it out of the way up until you do your join. So I need to join to the picot here. Sorry. I'm not doing up and down join right now. I'm just joining basically. Okay. Now, as you can see, still got this thing in my way. Pull it away. Put it out of the way. Okay. Let's make four double stitch again. We need a picot. Three. And the last one. Four. Now we close the ring. Okay. We close the ring. Passing the needle in. Making sure that my loop is closed. You can see there's not a lot of pink left. Let me close the ring properly. You see? So this is the reason why I place my needle like I do, Mary. I do. Oh, it does answer your question. Think you can go up till the last train? 2 weeks. Let me go back up. Is there any questions? What is the other question, Mary? I got 2 weeks. That question kind of stuck into my head. And I was working on this, the galaxy one, when I was going, what did she mean by that? And then look down, looking at me placing my needle like everything was fine. And oh, that's what she was asking. Remember, I there's a lot of technique that has become so natural for me that sometimes some small movement or placement, I don't know actually why. Why do shoelace trick over or under? Hmm. I'll have to think about that one, Mary, to give you a proper answer. Okay. Like I was saying, sometimes I do place, and it's so natural for me that I kind of don't remember why I do one thing or another or that way. So yeah. Uh, so between session, what I do is I look at what we're going to learn, and I'm going to show you, and I do more than once that sample, and I kind of write down every detail. Why? Where did I put my needle? Why? What's what's the reasoning behind? So I'm able to explain it to you. But still, there are some things that I didn't wrote down. Does that help you, Mary? Does that help anyone to understand how I think and I teach you? Shoelace trick. Let me try just fast. Oh, okay. I think I figured what you said. There's the when I do, let me go down again. Okay? Think I understand what you meant. So this is what I just did. Okay? When we do a shoelace trick, turn the page like this. Okay? The pink thread, let me place it. The pink thread is over the blue. So I need to go behind and over, okay, to change the direction. Okay. Now, when we when I do not turn the work, but I need to do my securing knot, what I do is over like this. That's what you might be talking about. That's basically the lock stitch, and it doesn't change the direction of the project or the thread's place. Okay, so I think that's what you're talking about. There any more questions? Anyone? I really do wish you enjoyed today's session. So, in 2 weeks, it's going to be the last session of 2025. Uh, then we'll be back. Let me check my calendar so you can. It should be around the 14th of January. Yes, exactly, Mary. It's exactly why the reason why. Thank you, Randy. I'm glad you're learning. All of you, I'm really glad you're learning and you're enjoying it. You are welcome. So, do practice. It's going to help you. Uh, be careful. Don't get sick because it's not fun getting sick. My kid's behind me, just beside me. Yeah. So, uh, I'll see you. Yeah. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment or send it to. Let me try to see via email. Yes. Please do. Uh, I already have some planning done for next year. Uh, one last question. Do you want me to start back at zero in January, or you want to keep on going? Meaning, do we go back to the basic, really basic, or we move on to floating rings and so on, more intermediary? Okay, I'll be going. We'll be keeping going. That's fine with me. Uh, because if you look and watch and practice what we've learned in the past year, almost past year, because I started in February this year, and you've been practicing everything that you need to know to move on, you already know it. You just need to understand how to apply it. Yes, there are some techniques that we are going to have to learn, uh, but we are going to be able to move on. Okay, it's basically understanding. So we'll be going uh, on the floating rings. Thank you. But Yvonne, take your time. I'm sorry, I'm stuck. Take your time because in 2 weeks we're going to do. You find you gave it its name. I'm going to keep the galaxy. Okay, galaxy snowflake. We're going to work from start to finish. Okay, I'm going to spend my the last session working from the beginning to the end with you. It's going to take the time that it needs, but we are going to do it. Okay? So, like I said, please like, subscribe, comment. I do read the comments. I do read your email. But I'll be honest, this, you know what this is? That's just that's my phone. I rarely use it to go read emails. Uh, Basically, it's on my personal phone. I have a PC just for this class pattern and so on, and I don't carry that on my phone because when I'm not in front of the computer, I need to do something else like cleaning, cooking, holidays, Christmas coming, and I still have some dessert to do. Uh, so yeah, if if I keep it on my phone, I'm only going to write patterns or put try to design it and read it. So it's time consuming for me. So yeah, but I do read everything. Do understand that? Yeah. So uh, that's my goal for to finish this year. So you're going to have a the Galaxy Snowflake 2025 accomplished. It's going to be my gift for you for this year. I'll see what I can do for 2026 next year. But I'm working on a lot of snowflakes basically right now based on what we learn and practice. So see you all in 2 weeks. Have a great, great end of the day and great 2 weeks. And see until next time. I'm trying to find my stuff. Ah, here we go. So take care, everybody. See you all next.